For decades, Nvidia has dominated the global chip market since it first popularized the graphics processing unit with the GeForce 256. But it wasn't always like this for the tech giant. Before the start of the AI race, Nvidia focused on developing gaming graphics. So, how did Nvidia move from a gaming graphics company to a $2 trillion AI chip giant? Stick around to find out. Nvidia was founded in 1993, and its headquarters is located in Santa Clara, California. The company's early years were marked by a laser-like focus on developing high-performance GPUs for the video game industry. Their programmable chips became the driving force behind the stunning visuals and immersive experiences that gamers crave, powering popular gaming consoles such as the Microsoft Xbox and Sony PlayStation. As the tech landscape evolved, Nvidia's GPUs found applications beyond gaming. In 2014, the company partnered with Google to integrate its chips into Chromebooks, demonstrating their versatility in powering portable computer devices. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated Nvidia's growth trajectory. With millions confined to their homes, demand for data centers, cloud computing, Bitcoin mining, and unsurprisingly, video games skyrocketed. Nvidia's revenues surged, though still trailing behind Intel's at the time. However, it was the advent of the artificial intelligence revolution that truly catapulted Nvidia into the stratosphere. The company's chips, with their parallel computing capabilities, proved to be a perfect fit for the demanding computational requirements of AI applications, particularly in the realm of machine learning and neural networks. Nvidia was founded by Jensen Huang, Chris Malachowski, and Curtis Priam. Before starting the company, the current CEO and co-founder Jensen Huang worked at AMD. Chris Malachowski worked at Sun Microsystems, and Curtis Priam worked at IBM. So the three had a lot of background knowledge in producing chips, and this knowledge would later be the driving force behind the company's success. The group met at Denny's, a diner located just outside of San Jose, and there they came up with the idea of starting Nvidia. With only $40,000 as starting capital, turning this dream into reality would be difficult. The startup was founded at a time when the PC industry was just starting to gain momentum, and the industry was just starting to understand the impact the CPU was going to have. However, the founders of Nvidia knew something no one else did. They were convinced that CPUs were not going to be the solution to all computational problems, and they were right. CPUs could handle a lot, but they perform poorly with graphics. Nvidia's founders knew that if the vision of accelerated computing would come to life, the world would need specialized purpose-built hardware apart from the CPU. This was the birth of the idea that would later become the GPU. Jensen Huang described this idea as putting a specialist next to a generalist. Essentially, the CPU acts as the jack of all trades, while the GPU comes in to solve the more complex problems that the CPU is unable to handle efficiently. However, it wasn't going to be an easy task. According to Huang, the idea of GPUs was an unfundable idea due to how bizarre it sounded at the time. So you can say that Nvidia was founded at a time when everyone's focus and money was on CPUs, and GPUs basically had no application on the market. Plus, it was going to cost a lot of money. Not just that, trying to create a product that complemented CPUs where the main application was going to be 3D video games was basically senseless. No one wanted to invest in such a meaningless idea. Huang himself described the founding of Nvidia as a startup with a market challenge, a technology challenge, and an ecosystem challenge with approximately 0% chance of success. He even added that he would have not funded Nvidia during the early days. However, to get the idea off the ground, the startup needed external capital. Thanks to their connections in the tech industry, Huang and his co-founders got to meet up with Don Valentine. At the time, Valentine was one of the most influential venture capitalists in the tech industry, and he gave the trio advice that would change their lives forever. Thanks to that advice, Nvidia is now one of the most valued companies on the planet. At the heart of Nvidia's success in the AI arena lies a fundamental difference between its chips and traditional central processing unit CPUs. Nvidia specializes in discrete graphics processing units that excel at parallel computing, a computing paradigm where multiple processes are executed simultaneously, rather than the sequential execution typical of CPUs. This parallel processing capability has proven to be a game-changer for AI applications, which often involve training complex neural networks on vast datasets. Nvidia's GPUs are ideally suited for these compute-intensive tasks, outperforming CPUs in terms of efficiency and speed. Recognizing this advantage, programmers and developers have increasingly embraced Nvidia's GPUs as the preferred hardware for powering AI software. Bloomberg News aptly described Nvidia's chips as the workhorse for training AI models, while analyst Amanda Agati at PNC Financial Services Group dubbed the company's dominance in this space as a quasi-monopoly based on its soaring valuation. Nvidia's pioneering work in GPU technology has paid off handsomely, as virtually every major tech giant from Amazon and Google to Meta, Microsoft, and Oracle now relies on its chips to drive their AI initiatives. The company's earnings and revenues for the most recent quarter have surpassed even the most optimistic market expectations, propelling its overall value past the staggering $2 trillion mark, trailing only Microsoft and Apple among the largest U.S. firms. Jensen Huang, the company's CEO, acknowledged that a combination of foresight and serendipity has fueled Nvidia's meteoric rise, stating, "We just believe that someday something new would happen, and the rest of it requires some serendipity." For Moody's Senior Vice President Raj Joshi, Nvidia represents the dominant infrastructure player underpinning the current AI revolution. With 3 decades of specialized expertise in GPU design, Nvidia holds a significant advantage over competitors like Intel, whose historical focus has been on CPUs. The emerging field AI is better supported by GPUs, Joshi said, adding that Nvidia is providing the foundation for it in most cases. Nvidia's impact extends far beyond the tech sector, with its solutions finding applications in industries as diverse as healthcare. According to Raj Joshi of Moody's, the company has established a significant lead in these non-tech markets thanks to specialized offerings. They have a big lead in these markets, Joshi stated, underscoring Nvidia's ability to capitalize on its expertise across multiple domains. A key factor in Nvidia's success has been its ability to command premium pricing for its products. The company's chips, manufactured in Taiwan, are so unique and in such high demand that companies seeking to build AI capabilities are grappling with a shortage of these vital components. The Biden administration's 2022 CHIPS and Science Act aims to spur the development of GPUs and other advanced semiconductors on U.S. soil. However, concerns have been raised about the nation's ability to keep pace with a rapidly growing market demand. The volume of chips that AI companies project they need is mind-boggling, U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo warns, suggesting that even more federal subsidies may be required if the U.S. hopes to become a meaningful player in chip manufacturing. Despite these concerns, investor enthusiasm for Nvidia remains at a fever pitch. While some have speculated about the possibility of a bubble, most Wall Street analysts point to the company's robust financial statements as proof of its product's viability. The health of their core data center business is genuinely stunning, Goldman Sachs' Tony Pasquarello wrote in a note to clients, underscoring the company's solid fundamentals. Nvidia's soaring valuation has also amplified its impact on the broader stock market, particularly the S&P 500 index. According to Amanda Agati, Chief Investment Officer and Managing Executive for Investments at PNC, an astonishing 60% of the earnings growth among all S&P 500 companies for the first quarter of 2024 came from Nvidia alone. In other words, for the time being, Nvidia's fortunes have become inextricably linked to the performance of the overall market, a development that could potentially translate into a financial boon for consumers holding investments in the stock market, whether directly or through their retirement accounts. What do you think about Nvidia's rise to success? Can the company beat other industry giants like Apple and become the most valuable company on the planet? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell to get alerted anytime we post amazing videos like this. See you in the next one.